you're paid. You know, you can't be there for 5 minutes and expect to get paid. All right, I guess we can get started. Okay, we're all set, I guess. Okay, it is 7 o'clock. I'd like to welcome you to July 2nd Webster Planning Board meeting. Would you join in the Pledge of Allegiance, please? Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the
United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Anderson?
Here.
Mr. Pishani?
Here.
Mr. Giardina?
Here.
Mr. Coastal?
Here.
Mr. Malta?
Here.
Mr. Artuso?
Here.
Mrs. Maltman? Here. Mr. DeMarco?
Here.
Okay, this is a very light agenda this evening here. Mark, you want to go ahead?
Okay, the tabled matter tonight was bird song at Conover Cove subdivision, but the applicant has requested to table this matter to the August 6th planning board meeting. So the first scheduled item on tonight's agenda, U-Haul sign at 1039 Ridge Road. The applicant, Deborah Yost, is requesting sign approval to reface a 25 square foot building mounted facade sign and a 29.6 square foot monument sign to reflect the change from life storage to U-Haul self-storage on a 5.93 acre parcel located in an NC medium intensity commercial district under section 265-7 of the Code of the Town of Webster.
Okay, after talking with Josh, this applicant is somewhere quite a ways out of town, and we decided, right, with that, Josh?
That's correct.
That we could act on this without him having to drive all the way down here for it. This is nothing more than an application replacing the size and everything of what the existing signs were, just changing it to U-Haul.
And I just want to clarify, up on the screen right now is the previous signage associated with what was life storage. So what they're proposing to do is simply reface the existing monument sign, replace the existing building monument sign that's near the entry door, and this has been removed, the larger life storage sign, and they're not proposing to replace anything in that location. So it's just a small building sign near the entrance and the monument sign.
Just so that, given the fact the applicant's not here, why don't we at least get on the record what the file consists of, which is a letter from the representative sign application, the sign permit, an instrument survey, the photograph of the front of the building, the non-collusion disclosures. There's a measured design footage of both signs.
For the record.
Yep.
I have a question. The monument sign, is that the address below the U-Haul there? Is that the street number? I can't tell for sure.
Yes, I do believe that is the street address on the bottom center of the sign.
Okay, so that's going to stay.
Yes, they're just going to be replacing the top portion, and yeah, the base already has the address on it.
Yeah, good question.
And I'll also add that I know the board's concerned with signs that have white backgrounds. I did confirm that this sign will not be lit in any way, shape, or form.
Okay. All right. Anybody, any?
No?
You guys are all right?
Yeah. The Town of Webster Planning Board consider request by applicant Deborah Yost to reface a 25 square foot building mounted sign and a 29.5 square foot monument sign for U-Haul self-storage located at 1039 Ridge Road on a 5.93 acre parcel, and the SPL number 079.15-1-8.008. The planning board classifies the proposed action as a type 2 action under section 617.5C9 of the state environmental quality review regulations and therefore is not subject to further review.
Okay, we have a motion and a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And motion for the approval.
I'll make a motion to approve the applicant, Deborah Yost, U-Haul sign at 1039 Ridge Road to reface the 25 square foot building monuments facade sign and also the 29.6 square foot monument sign. And the signs are non-lit.
And probably put in there what Jen just mentioned is enter into the file all the documents that they provide.
Yes, yes.
That's a motion, you second.
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, I guess that one's all set. Okay, one more.
Marina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Edition extension of approvals located at 943 Ridge Road. The applicant, Applewood Properties Incorporated, is requesting a one-year extension of final site plan approval along with a public hearing associated with the construction of a 3,379 square foot building addition to an existing car dealership on a 4.82 acre parcel located in an MC medium intensity commercial district under section 269-17 of the Code of the Town of Webster.
Okay. Jen?
Good evening, everybody. John Gabrielli here representing Pettenwood Properties, Inc., our real estate company, and Marina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, who is the applicant. We're basically just looking for a one-year extension for the permit that was granted a year ago. Due to a bunch of different reasons, a few different delays here and there, we are looking to extend this for another year.
Okay, I think, yeah, we talked about this before. Again, just for the board, I think Josh sent out a copy of this, again, an email in regards to it. The question was, do we need to have it from Mass or necessary to do it was? You had it, enough for everybody?
There's no material changes?
Yeah.
There's
No.
material changes?
We're just looking for
Just an extension.
one-year extension of the prior approval.
Yeah.
And no material changes to the code that was already approved in the beginning?
All right.
Before we go any further, I have a question. No, last March, I was driving by Marina Dodge on a Wednesday night about 7:30. It was dark out, and they were unloading cars right in the middle of Ridge Road in the left-hand turn lane, and we had the code enforcer guy go over and talk to him there. Well, 2 weeks ago, June 18th, about 9:30 in the morning, I was driving by, and there they are right out it again in the middle of Ridge Road, unloading. They were loading full-size Dodge vans. What do we have to do to get you guys to get those trucks off of Ridge Road and then to the property to unload them?
Again, our property is large enough that it can accommodate those transport vehicles. Unfortunately, a lot of these transport companies, some of these drivers that they hire, they might not always be familiar with the property itself. So it's hard for us to control what they do. They're all independent companies. We've certainly made each and every one of the manufacturers that we represent, as well as any of the other transport companies, that they are to pull onto the property and unload in the back. I mean, we have more room than any of the other dealers that are up and down Ridge Road for loading and unloading vehicles as far as a complete drive area. And the change that we're asking for has no material change to that at all. So I apologize that that's happening. I mean, we certainly don't control those independent truckers.
Don't they come in and check with you guys to see where they want the cars or anything like that?
You would think before they pull on, but there's a lot of, in today's day and age, with as much e-commerce that's going on, people buying vehicles and selling vehicles all over the country, there's a lot of these independent truckers that are out there. They call them hotshot drivers that, they buy a 3-car carrier and they suddenly are in businesses transport and haul. This was a larger unit.
Oh, this was large. Oh,
Yeah.
It was and in fairness, though, when I was coming over here tonight, there was a large trailer pulling out on the Shoecraft Road. So,
Sure.
So I know that some of them do it.
The majority of them load and unload on our property. Unfortunately, we tell each and every one of them that that's what they're doing. Again, I reiterate that our property, as far as I'm concerned, it has the best ingress and egress for that particular
I
purpose.
agree with that. They don't have to turn around or anything.
Sure, they can drive in and drive out.
Is it possible that maybe if they refuse to, unloading in the middle of Ridge Road is very unsafe. Is it possible that your people could call the police there and have them encourage that guy to get on off the property or off the road, I mean?
I don't know if I want, we certainly go out there and we inform them they're not to load and unload. They're calling the police. I don't know that would, I would leave that up to the board. I don't think that's something we want to start doing. But,
Do you know ahead of time, John, when
no,
shipment is coming?
no, they don't notify us when they're gonna show up. Sometimes they'll drop vehicles off after hours. You said this was at 9:30 in the morning when you drove by?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah, so we're open for business, there's people, there's staff there. But,
I have seen, that's one of the places I've used, I didn't realize John said that. I have seen them pull in and come off the backside.
Yeah.
I have seen them unload on the site. A couple of like Doyle's, like Darby, whatever it is down there. They were notorious on the road. They're inside now, so they don't unload. So they probably everything you do is when a truck comes, and you gotta have guys seeing a truck pull up. Just tell them.
We've done that. We've gone out there and told them that they're not to load and unload there.
Really?
Yeah, and sometimes they'll move the truck. Again, these are independent. They are independent from us. We don't own them, and they work. They're contract workers for the manufacturers as well as these auction houses. So
If they're that obstinate on something like that, in my opinion, then if anybody sees it, the police should be notified and write them a ticket.
yeah,
That's the only thing that's corrected.
But the police are on patrol all the time, I'm sure they have to see it.
But they're probably, they don't even think twice about it, They're not informed of it. Maybe it's something that needs to be discussed with the town board to say, look, talk to the chief and this is what you should be doing, basically. You're right, though.
we'll do our best to have our staff, when they, in the future, pull up and they're unloading, to tell them that they not to do that.
Yeah, that's the only way I can see it happening. All right. Let's see,
Good question, though.
I'm sorry?
Public hearing?
Yeah, it is a public hearing, but is there anyone here wishing, we'll close the public hearing on this issue and bring it back. Anybody, any concerns?
No.
It's just an extension of what they were proposing. All right, well, you don't even need a secret on that, because that's already.
No, just the vote on the extension.
So, somebody will make a motion for a one-year extension?
Yeah, I'll make a motion that we grant a one-year extension for Royal Chrysler Dodge Jeep Edition. Significant construction will be started by July the 2nd, 2025.
All right, that's the motion.
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you,
Thanks,
guys.
see you guys.
Happy 4th, everybody.
Yeah, happy Fourth.
Yeah,
you too.
Be safe.
I'll make a motion for approval of the June 4th, 2024 meeting minutes.
Second.
Okay, second, all in favor?
Aye.
Yep, they look good. Catherine's doing a heck of a job. I go in there sometime, I see her doing minutes of our meetings, which are nothing but everything but good, but I've seen her do the zoning board minutes and go on and on and on.
It's sophisticated.
I would walk out of there.
Listen, the zoning board are on
Yeah, right. Okay, with that, we'll close the meeting. Thanks for coming in. So say it, we'll get
Another porch,
That's Josh. I'm watching the television, he's swearing up and down there, I'm texting him, who the hell's wearing that? What are you doing?